This one got hit down low in the back. Usually they use a pickup truck or something to pull it out.
By the way I walk, I ain't just talking about it. I stay putting in that work. Everything I get, I'm murk. You can tell by the way I walk, I ain't just talking about it. I stay putting in that work.
I have another Acura TLX here. We've had a bunch of these lately. I'm not sure why, but this one got hit down low in the back right here. It caught this hook, and this is pretty common on a lot of the Hondas. When they get hit low and they catch this hook, it wads up the trunk floor. And then you can see inside of here, the trunk floor is completely destroyed along with the rear body panel. So this one is going to get a new back panel as well as a new trunk floor. But first, before I start cutting it apart, I'm going to grab this, I'm going to make a pull and roughly pull all this damage out first before I start cutting everything apart. That way, if anything else that's shifted, that doesn't appear to be damaged, but shifted from this accident, is moved, whenever I pull this back out, pulling off the damaged parts, it will move everything else back into its normal position. I'm going to make a pull first, and then I'll start cutting this apart. Now you can see how most of that pulled out, and if you look inside of here, you might think that doesn't look that bad, just put a bumper on it and call it done. There's a lot of backyard rednecks that would do that. They buy these kind of cars from the auctions, they do exactly what I just did, but usually they use a pickup truck or something to pull it out, and then they just stick a bumper on it and call it done. However, the bracing on this trunk floor is destroyed, and this rear body panel is all ripped up, and it will never be structurally sound with that bracing and everything messed up. So we don't do that kind of stuff here. So I am going to go ahead and start cutting this one apart. So I like to scuff up the bottom of this floor before I weld it in the car. That way I'm not trying to do it once it's welded in up over my head. Just makes it a little easier. Now once this is all welded in, I'm gonna have to have our mechanic, we're gonna put this on the 2-post lift, and I'm gonna have to drop the suspension, or have a mechanic drop the suspension loose. So I'm gonna have to get up underneath here to seam seal and finish off the bottom side where all the welds burn through. Otherwise, moisture will get up inside between the panels and cause it to start corroding. So that suspension will have to be dropped loose once this is finished, so I can finish that bottom side. All right, I got this floor all fit up. I'm gonna go ahead and get it all welded in, and once that's welded, then I'll start fitting up my back panel. Well, I have this back panel all fit up. Everything's looking good. I want to fit my weather strip for the trunk lid, both taillights, and then I want to make sure it latches and seals correctly. First, the bottom edge of this trunk lid is getting repaired. It's rolled right across here. So I'm going to go ahead and hammer that out and get the metal straightened out first. So I just about have this one where I want it. Trunk lid latches and seals good. Taillights line up good. So I am going to go ahead and pull those taillights back out, and I will get this back panel welded on and finished up. So I have to reproduce these sound deadening pads like you see in this old floor inside of the new floor.